Did it start? Is it started? Did it start?
It says real life.
Yes, tell me who's rock this is. Anybody remember this song? This is from The Stars Have Eyes.
Yeah.
What was it? What do they call it?
Chronal Impact.
Was it?
Chronal Impact.
Wasn't it like caveman? They called it like caveman core or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, something like that. Fucking beautiful.
I do like the riff at the bass.
This is a Soundbooth Theater Live. Welcome, everybody. We are live here with Mr. Bill UnderBridge and Mr. Richard Smith and Mr. Ahmed Mahmoud and myself. And Sin is watching from a perpetual green room. So for anybody who doesn't remember who Spaz Metal, Spen Song got it.
Spaz Metal. Oh!
Spaz Metal.
Nice.
Yes. Today we are not having a cinema. If for any of you who don't remember, we are changing formats, and this will be the last variety show SBTL that we do for a couple months. We're taking a couple months break so that we can do some preliminary production on other stuff, so that we can get ready for the next 4 months after these 2 months of more SBTL. So we're going to be doing something special. First week of the month, second week of the month, SBTL variety show. Third week of the month, cinema. Fourth week of the month, another variety show, and then it starts all over. So during these 2 months, we're going to be preparing for that more, intense, a little bit more rigorous schedule. But for now, we're just going to do one more classic SBTL to part ways with you guys for just a couple months. We will continue to do the cinema ones, of course, over the next 2 months, though. So we still are going to be once a month coming to you guys on the third week of each month. So what are our movies again for
Face
next
Off,
month?
Excalibur, and
Excalibur. What was the first one you said?
Big Lebowski.
Big
Lebowski, Excalibur, and Face Off.
Face Off. Okay, so Face Off and Excalibur are our main two. The Big Lebowski's extra credit.
So that's neo-noir, huh?
Neo-noir.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
right. Big Lebowski is neo-noir. Correct. Coen Brothers like neo-noir, and that's why I like them.
Excalibur's medieval noir.
I'd say like they have some of the best neo-noir films. Like,
Yep.
What was it? No Country for Old Men.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Fargo.
Absolutely neo-noir. Fargo, absolutely neo-noir. Miller's Crossing is my favorite. And that one's almost not. It's like so noir, like that. I don't even know if it's neo-noir. I think it's just classic noir. But they do that a lot. I love that genre myself. So anyway, what do we have today? We have the news. Do we have...
we have some news, but what we really need is pictures from JordanCon. Let me pull up Facebook.
All right.
And I feel like do we have more stashed somewhere? Is there any more JordanCon picture stashed, man?
Let's see. I need to find... I can never find the Soundbooth Theater Live team. It's always hidden to me or something. I don't know.
Oh, interesting. I wonder why it's hiding from you.
Is it under Marcoms? No.
No, it's under itself.
Him.
Just type in the search. But wait, why? Why?
Because I'm looking for the news. Here we go. All right, files. Do we have news? Okay,
There's
well,
a little bit. There's a little bit.
all right, so that's going to be one of the changes. One of the changes is somebody is going to have news available for me.
Yeah, I gotta do like we gotta do lower thirds or something.
Yeah, absolutely. We need to be able to read the news out, but we can just go ahead and get started here. Yesterday, The Chronicles of the Lazarine by Charles Soule was released on our platform. Now, for those of you who don't know who Charles Soule is, he is a comic book writer. He's worked on She-Hulk. He's done some Deadpool. He's done a whole shit ton of Daredevil and Star Wars, all for Marvel Comics. But he's also got, I've not read any of that, but what I have read is his indie stuff. I've read 8 Billion Genies, which, as far as I know, is his latest independent work, which I really, really enjoyed. It's about basically what if everybody on Earth gets one genie, one wish at the same time. And the implications are amazing and hilarious. So I highly recommended that. But I also recommend Chronicles of the Lazarine, which is a novella, which is a companion to a novel that Charles Soule released last year called The Endless Vessel. And this one I narrated. It's all relatively first person. It's all journal entries. But also, aside from the journal entries, there is kind of this mysterious force that drops in and starts adding stuff to the diary entries as well. The main character's name is Luis Pedrona, and he is a Spanish geologist. He is recruited by this crew of geniuses in both the arts and the sciences on board this ship called the Lazarine, and they're kind of on this quest for infinite health. What is it? Immortality. They are on the quest. They are on their quest to find the IDDQD for all living beings. Yeah, it's mysterious. It's well written. It's interesting. It's really great way, I think, of using the journal entry sort of trope. And I had a lot of fun with it. I actually had to practice a Spanish accent. I had to get better at it as I narrated this one. So if you haven't already, go check out Chronicles of the Lazarine. It's not quite 5 hours long, not quite $5. Available now on the Soundbooth Theater platform. This was also made available to all of the backers of the Kickstarter that launched this novella last year, and I think they collected over $60,000 for that Kickstarter. So once those people start redeeming their codes, we'll have quite a rush to the platform. Anyway, Lazy Baker says, and he got a lot better. Yeah, I did need to get some practice with that accent, and I'm glad I did. I wish for everyone else's genie. Believe it or not, that was thought of in the comic.
I wish no one had genies.
And that was also...
Yeah, I feel like those two canceled out a lot of wishes.
Yep.
I feel like there was like sweeping wishes that canceled everybody's wishes. Now you got me thinking about it.
Yeah. It's a great series. It's an 8-parter. I'm sure that the trade paperback is out by now, if you want to get that. But yeah, Chronicles of the Lazarine, guys, go check that out. I really enjoyed narrating that one, and I hope you guys enjoy listening to it. Let's see, what else do we have in the news today? Don't forget, we have Tor the Dungeon Crawler, the series happening right now, narrated by Justin Thomas James. I believe we're up to book 2 on the platform. Is that right?
Yes. Book 2 will be complete shortly.
Oh, okay. No,
and ready and available shortly.
Okay, we're still just on book 1, actually. But we do have the novella version, the
Which
intro to the whole series, for free, if you guys want to check it out. Justin Thomas James narrates this. Jeffrey Koenig is the author, and the rest of the Wizardoms series, The Fate of the Wizardoms and Fall of the Wizardoms, were also released on our platform. These were actually narrated by Travis Baldry, but they're all part of the same universe by Jeffrey Koenig. And Tor the Dungeon Crawler will get a book 2, I believe, next month. probably the first week or second week of next month. I can't remember. But guys, check it out. That's a ton of content already available on our platform. If you haven't already, it's all there. It's a sort of a high fantasy, maybe a YA fantasy, and Justin seems to be having a great time with it. So if you haven't already, there's plenty for you to investigate, and a couple different. Wait, does each one have a free novella? Let's see, Fall of Wizardoms. Can we scroll up a little bit? Book 4, 3, 2, 1. No, there's just one Fate of Wizardoms novella, and that one is also free. Yeah. Yep.
And then Fate and Fall, I guess, are continuous on some level. Maybe.
Right. Okay. What else has happened? Do we have pre-orders up for anything? Let's see.
Sin's gonna be so mad. She's like screaming at her computer right now.
Dead Tired 2. Oh my goodness, guys! Dead Tired was a breakout hit at the end of last year. It completely killed it on sales, and it has been so popular ever since it came out. People are dying for book 2, and now it is up for pre-order. The release is actually, let me check that out. Pre-order.
So was the skeleton a bug when he was young?
Nope. The bug is a new character.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That makes more sense.
Really dope covers. I love his
covers. Excellent artwork.
Raven's Dagger has been a big hit in the lit RPG and cultivation genres. We're actually working on another Raven's Dagger title that I won't talk about right now, but feel free to freak out, everybody. Be ready for that, guys, because we're working on it right now, and it'll be a big surprise that might just come out on our platform first. Let's see, what else? What else do we have for news? How about we talk about JordanCon?
Yeah, I'm looking for pictures. I can't find any. All I found was this buff tiger.
Yeah, that is from Dungeon Crawler Carl. That's what's his name? Oh man.
Oh shoot. Not Batista.
Batista, yes, Batista.
Buying the cereal.
That is Batista.
I don't know why it gets funnier the longer I look at it.
It's so good. That's why it's just so good.
Yes.
He's soft, but he's strong.
Okay.
Right? That's the thing, right? Like you want to pet him, but he'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
That's where we're going with.
That's true. Okay, so Sin is reminding us we do have the pre-order for Aced coming out next week. Aced is the new book by Jonathan Schmidt, and it is a tennis lit RPG. Yes, you heard that right. A tennis lit RPG. It's a ton of fun. Narrated by Ryan H. Reed. I also give him some support, as well as Annie Ellicott. And that will be coming exclusively to Audible very soon. So watch out for that pre-order to hit the market. The actual Kindle edition and the audiobook edition will be releasing on the 14th of May. So aside from that, we also have City in the Clouds going live. I'm not sure when that's supposed to go. Is that already up for pre-order? Looks like it is in pre-order already. It goes on sale April 30th, so that's next week, guys. And that one is another one narrated by Justin Thomas James with myself, Annie Ellicott, and Dory Sachs in support. And let's see, Dungeon in the Clouds was the first book in that series.
So this is, it says book 2, so I guess maybe... Oh, no, City in the Clouds.
City in the Clouds is book 2. Dungeon in the Clouds is book 1. So go pick that up, guys, if you haven't already.
Hang on, let me go.
They're serving.
There's the picture.
We are.
I want to see this.
Found it?
Yeah, are we not looking at it? Okay, here we go.
There we go. City in the Clouds. That's a dope cover.
Yeah, the art is excellent. Is the city crashing or is it taking off?
I don't know. That's a good question. If it's taking off, it's taking off like...
like it's peeling out?
Yeah.
It's getting the hell out of here. This city's getting out.
Yeah. So
look at this dude with the horns and the massive swords. He's scary.
So Justin Thomas James really loves this series. I have a feeling it's going to be a sleeper hit, and when book 2 hits, people are going to really start paying attention more. Dungeon in the Clouds also has just a beautiful cover. It's definitely more peaceful. It's not peeling out. It's more like parked and ready for people to come aboard. It's like a cruise dungeon.
Yeah, it's
Come
like dripping.
aboard
It's dripping cloud.
The cruise dungeon.
There's like
Check out those
magic-
jellyfish.
Yeah, they're like sky jellyfish. That's pretty sick.
That's probably like that's their public transportation system.
Yeah.
I'm totally
exactly.
speculating. I have no idea.
I'm getting the Bulgarian vibes from that cover. I like it.
Yeah. But same cast on Dungeon in the Clouds as City in the Clouds. If you haven't already, go check out book 1. And if you like it, book 2 is coming out on April 30th. You can go ahead and pre-order it whenever you want. And last but not least, let's talk one more time about Jacob's Untouched Cheese. April 1st was the release of this horrific anthology. And if you guys buy the whole series, that's just $3.50. You can get each episode, each short story in the anthology for $1 a piece, but you can get the whole thing for $3.50, and all proceeds go to the ASPCA. So don't forget that if you like puppies and don't want them to die, it's a good idea to buy this anthology, because number one, that money goes to them. Number two, these are fucked up stories, man. And to be perfectly honest, Aaron J. Morton, our lead composer, wins the short story contest in this one. His production is absolutely amazing. It's episode number 6, called Jack, I believe. If you buy none of the others, pick that one up at least, and it will blow you the fuck away. Jacob's Untouched Cheese, a horror comedy anthology. This was all Matt Dinneman's fault. It was his idea, and it's an incredible piece of work. So don't forget to pick that up whenever you can, and save all the baby seals and puppies and kittens in existence. All right.
Also, there's a bunch of Easter cheeses in the picture.
Easter cheese.
Yeah, like look, he's got a nose ring.
Yeah, isn't that
See
just
that?
like
I don't remember seeing that last
Jacob's
time.
history?
It's Jacob's. It's Jacob's.
Oh, that's Jacob.
That is
Oh, der. And then what's there's like a something over here.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I can't read it. I can't
Hard to see.
read it.
It's hard to
This
see.
is as big as I can make it. This is the biggest.
Do you guys see
can't
the
make it.
DB in there? It's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is Soundbooth cheese.
No. There's another DB somewhere.
Besides that one?
Yeah, there is. Yeah. I don't see a DB there. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about there.
You don't see that?
The DB?
Yeah, right there, right where I'm moving my mouse. DB.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm
there's two.
colorblind, so maybe I'm just missing it completely. But
Oh no, it's just
Cheester
it's tiny on the
eggs.
screen. It's my fault. You'll just have to go to our
Cheester
website
eggs.
and check it out yourself.
Yeah. Well, I think it was a good idea for us to stream to Twitter, because this is our first time streaming to Twitter. Thank you guys for joining us. We're at 56 viewers. That's pretty dope.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, so that is the last of the release news. Be sure to go to soundbooththeater.com to get updated on news once a week. We have a newsletter. Sign up for it there. And, of course, if you haven't already picked up our app, you can do that on our website as well. So, JordanCon was really fun. For those of you who don't know, JordanCon is the tribute to Robert Jordan convention that happens once a year in Atlanta. It happened from April 19th through April 22nd this year. And it was a blast. We had Soundbooth Theater actually helped run the LitRPG track along with LitRPG Legion. There were plenty of LitRPG authors there, and it was just a great time. I guess we don't have photos.
I've seen them. I know they exist. But I just don't know how to get to them because I'm bad at Facebook.
Okay. Well, real quick.
Let's see. Search this group. JordanCon. Let's see. Something's gonna happen. Nope. Here we go. This is JordanCon?
No,
this
that's
is you.
last year. This is last year.
Oh, booty.
Maybe someone else posts
mad.
on their Facebook.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't know.
mad. I don't know. I thought I've seen posts. I guess they weren't our posts.
Let me ask Emily.
Somebody has these pictures. We're gonna hunt them down. These JordanCon pictures. Search all of Facebook. Ooh, should
I don't
we?
think- Yeah, maybe.
I
Oh
mean,
wait, did it?
be bold. See what happens.
I don't know. That's. Am I allowed to? No, it's not gonna work. That didn't do anything.
Nope, I think it's only going to go to your friends.
I should have been ready, but I wasn't.
Oh well. Well, it was in Atlanta. It is
I'm
like
gonna keep
it's like a
hunting while
mini
you
Dragon
talk.
Con, and it's dedicated to Robert Jordan, the Wheel of Time author. Lots of fantasy authors there. Our friends Falstaff, the publishing company was there. That's owned by John Hartness, and lots of different authors. Lots of fans there. I think there were 1,500 people there this year. It was a blast, and I got to be on a few panels. I got to moderate a panel. We did some epic karaoke. I think karaoke is like a staple in cons nowadays, which I have no problem with. I love doing karaoke because I get to fake sing, and yeah, it was a great time. So if you guys ever want to meet Soundbooth Theater, I think there's a good chance we're going to be going next year and maybe every year to JordanCon. Keep an eye out for when those are around, guys. And I'm sure that one day we will have an events calendar go up on our website. Our next event, let me see. I do have an events calendar of ours.
Okay,
here.
I found something. I found some stuff.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I searched JordanCon on Facebook and it worked.
Okay, great. All right. Yeah, let's see. What do you got?
I'm excellent at internet. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we have this is this year, right? I
Yes,
feel
okay.
like-
Emily and Geneva. Emily is our person. She is our chief marketing officer. Geneva is in the middle. She works for LitRPG Legion, and Ryan Maxwell is one of the Legion's authors.
Oh, it's a good thing his shirt has his name on it.
Yeah, I almost didn't know. That is Emily. When we first arrived, of course, she needed her espresso martini. And this is Geneva posting again. All right, we have Aoife in the background. Aoife Y. We have Rachel Niechurch, who just released a book on Tuesday. What is that one called? I forget. Rachel Niechurch is she was one of the principal writers on Baldur's Gate 3. Also back there we have Jack Fields, who's a new author, also under the LitRPG Legion. He's an Irishman. He's the one that Emily is leaning against. Very charming fellow. We had lots of fun talking to him. Also Neil Helligers, the narrator, is right across from Emily there. We had a really great time. This was, I think, the very first night we all arrived.
And let me see what else I can find here.
All right, what else
Are
we got?
these your people?
Some people I know. Let's see. Well, you
Man,
can
I
skip
know-
that. That's fine.
Yeah,
here
I don't. Hang on, let
Okay.
me see here. Here's Stone.
Yeah, Stone Sanchez is there with his girlfriend. Derpy.
Sammy?
Sammy, yeah, Sammy Trinidad. That's right. And then that's Hillbilly there, right in front. Okay, another LitRPG track photo. I mean, lots of stuff in the cosplay area there. And we had an
Uzi
Uzi
Jesus.
Jesus. We had an Uzi Jesus that showed up. So really happy about that. He is the way, motherfuckers. Don't worry. Yeah, there's Stone and Sammy again. And Matt Dinneman, of course, joined us. He had the best ribbon. OMG, I met Princess Donut reward. Bitches don't get rewards. Loved that one. Okay. This was our narrator panel, and right in front there is what is her name? A lady who works with Podium, Julie. I think her name's Julie. She was our moderator, and she asked us a bunch of cool questions. And then right there is Chris Boucher, I think his name is. He's a narrator. Justin Thomas James. There he is. He is.
Hi.
Hey,
Surprise.
Justin. Boucher,
Oh,
is
he
that-
showed up right when his picture came on.
Yeah. That was what he was waiting for.
Oh.
Justin, do you remember? Is it Chris Boucher?
Chris Boucher, yes.
Boucher. Okay, he's another narrator. He works a lot with Jessica Threet. He does a lot of podium stuff. Does a lot of Jez Caggio's stuff. He was there prominently. Jez was prominent at JordanCon. And Chris was incredibly talented. He read a passage of The Gunslinger by Stephen King as Christopher Walken, and it was very convincing. Also, Neil Helligers, who is right next to Annie Ellicott there. Neil narrated the first bit of Chapter 1 of The Wheel of Time with a Southern Brooklyn accent. That was hilarious. And then the three of us did one passage from when Rand, the main character, is beginning to leave the village in order to start his journey, his epic journey. And I narrated, and you two did a bunch of voices for the characters. So that was a lot. That was a lot of fun.
You know what I love? I love Sean's comment here.
Sean, what does he say?
He says, the guy in the yellow hat has a quest, ... ellipsis.
Oh, because of that, because of the light.
He just looks like he's on
Yeah.
a quest. Like
Yeah.
He has a quest.
It's true.
Oh, the
Justin.
light. I see that on the back.
Yeah.
Looks like there's a light on him. Yeah,
Yep.
totally.
So that was a fun day. I did of course I did a reading of Dungeon Crawler Carl 7 that it was a cold read. Let's see if I can find it.
Oh my God. Are we still playing Smash or Pass? Because I got my answers. He's a funny
okay,
comment.
so I missed the Smasher Pass panel, unfortunately.
Oh, there was actually a
There was a
Smash or
Smash or
Pass.
Pass.
But, oh, I thought he was making a joke. That's funny.
I don't know if I think Annie either moderated it or she was part of it. But I'm posting in the comments the link to the stream that we did for Dungeon Crawler Carl 7. Okay, this panel that we're looking at here is All-Stars or Superstars or something like that. I'm sorry. This is Find Your Voice. Derp. Find Your Voice was basically them asking a panel about authors and narrators and how they work together to find the voice of the book. So that was a fun one. Neil Helligers in the center. Jez Caggio to Neil's left, and we have Matt on my right, and we have Chris Boucher on Jez's left. That was a fun panel. Aoife, I don't know how to pronounce the last name. Why? Aoife Y? W-A-I, I guess. She is our moderator for that day. So, yeah, good day. Oh, and this is... What is this panel?
This panel was called Help, I've Been Teleported to a Magical World or something like that. And it was basically an audience interactive panel where audience members could just basically shout out answers, and we just built a world together. And we had Tammy, the moderator, kind of led us through, and we we created a world, and we created a character, we created a story, and we basically set it up. It was really funny because we set it up so that the main character gets to this world, and there's a war between like the giant like Jotunheim type like characters versus the gnomes, and the main character is a human, and it becomes about like he has to bring mediocrity to the world, so everything he does has to be like not too good but not too like bad, and just like it has to just be meh. So and there's a god that represents that. But what was really funny though, with the big and the small, and we cast Jack Black as the main character, someone in the back shouted up, was like, isn't this just Gulliver's Travels? And we realized that it pretty much was Gulliver's Travels. But it was a lot
And
of
he
fun.
totally
and
that was Jack Black. Yeah.
So Tammy's the moderator. To my right is Jack Fields, who I have an intense bromance with. Within like 3 days, we just developed a rapport. And he's Irish. He's hilarious. To my left is Sean Dunning, who is an author. He's just released a book with Athon, I believe. Really nice guy. We hung out a good amount. Rachel Cooper, is it Rachel Cooper, Jeff?
Rachel Cooper. That sounds right.
Beep, 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 beep,
Zoom
beep.
in,
She was there. Yeah.
Enhance,
Yep.
enhance.
Rachel
Look at you getting it right.
Casper? Cooper? Casper?
I think it's Rachel Cooper. So yes, she was there as well. Very, very sweet. She does a lot of work with Aoife, right next to her, in the yellow. So yeah, it was a great panel and had a lot of fun. And someone in the audience actually wants to write the story out, so there might actually be this story for you guys to read and listen to someday.
Oh, cool.
This panel reminds me of the Quiet Year. It's like a tabletop game where you like everybody like kind of has like a shared map and you like draw on it, and it's like a post-apocalyptic like storytelling game, and everybody like takes turns contributing to the story.
I love that.
That sounds cool.
It's a lot of fun.
All right.
Is this a fake panel?
This is
This
not
looks
a fake
fake.
panel. This is this looks fake. Okay, so this is the one that I moderated. As you can see, this camera makes me look heavier than I usually look. That's interesting.
Enhance.
But enhance. How many pounds did I gain this day? Yeah, this was. What was this about? This was about crunchy versus cozy in LitRPG, and I think really what it was about was the spectrum of different types of LitRPG that are out there right now. I mean, the variations have gone crazy in this genre, and things have, it's kind of hard to navigate now. But on this panel, along with Jez and Aoife and Rachel, who you've already met, we also have Jeffrey Falcon Logue to Jez's right, who also makes a mean charcuterie board. And then Stephen Landry on the opposite side. They have worked together on Dungeon Core books, but Stephen Landry has written a ton of other books. So yeah, that was a fun one. I moderated. Hopefully I did well. People said I did well. I don't know. We'll see.
You look introspective.
Yeah, it was an introspective type of panel. And there's
Jez
me with
is
my
just
phone
touching
for-
his nipples.
Yeah, that's just Jez's thing. Yeah.
Funny thing is, you'd think that that's like him like messing up the candid shot, but no, he probably was just touching his nipples for unrelated reasons.
Yeah.
Because
He's
he was
looking right at the
so-
camera.
Like,
though.
they.
Oh no,
see
he's
me.
not. He's not looking. He's maybe there was more than one camera because she's looking over here. And
Oh, maybe. Oh no, maybe everybody
he's
is looking at the
over.
camera.
He's
I
looking
think
over
everybody
there.
is.
No, Jez is looking at something else.
He's looking at something else.
You're totally right. It was completely different reasons.
Had no other reason.
He was just touching his nips and looking at.
Just living in the moment.
something.
There we go.
It was me. It was me in the back of the room he was looking at.
All right. What is this one? Do you remember this one? Anybody?
The counts.
Well, you guys weren't on it.
Neil is our moderator here, and
I'm
that's,
not sure
that's
what
about
this
all I
panel
can say.
was.
Daniel Shinhofen's in the middle there. Everyone else we've met.
That's a different con.
That's from
Yeah,
that's
this
from last year.
This is where last year starts, right?
Okay.
So I think that was all.
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all we got,
a
guys.
picture.
Oh man, look at that
Uzi
Uzi Jesus. That's
Uzi
amazing.
Jesus. Yeah, he's the best.
Highlight of the con. Thank you.
I
It
like
is
how
quite
he's
spectacularious.
he was very reserved in his smile.
Yeah. He's
Very-
trying not to smile. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, he's like he's
really
trying to be.
trying to play the part.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Very good, Uzi Jesus. Thank you, cosplayers of Dungeon Crawler Carl. We really appreciate all of your attendance. Yeah, so that's JordanCon, guys. If if you haven't heard of it yet, maybe try out next year. It's a smaller con. It's way less pressure than DragonCon. Some might say it's less fun, but maybe if you're way younger than me, I don't know. But DragonCon is
pressure.
absolute chaos. JordanCon
Yes,
is
it
super
is.
chill.
Yeah, and more intimate too. Like if you're looking for a con where you can really, sit down and get to know the authors and the narrators, JordanCon's probably going to be a better bet than DragonCon.
Absolutely.
Also with DragonCon, there's just so many people that it's such a reunion that everybody wants to talk to everybody. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot less time to sit and chill.
I'm gonna honk my nose real quick.
Sit
You guys
and
talk
chill.
amongst yourselves.
So that was the JordanCon segment.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
jeez.
Great time. So we got some cons coming up actually. So
Yes.
if anybody is going to be we're going to be at DragonCon.
Yeah.
In September.
Con Carolinas is the next one.
Con Carolinas is the next one.
Yes,
When is that?
that is May 31st through June 2nd. That is in Charlotte, North Carolina. I will be there, and Matt Dinneman will be there. And Sin will be there. Sin, who is in the audience now.
Yes. Did you say Con Carolinas?
Con
Carney.
Carolinas. We're changing the name of the con now. I didn't even make that connection. But it is now the official con dedicated to Dungeon Crawler Carl and The Walking Dead.
I mean, that seems within our power.
Coral.
Coral.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was those gifts.
Oh, actually,
They got
big
really
news.
weird.
We got a table at
So called
NYCC.
Carolina. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Finally
a good
put it
one.
together.
New York
Yes.
Comic Con.
Okay, hold on. We're battling for control of QuesoCon Carolina. Okay, so that's May 31st through June 2nd, Con Carolinas. Des Moines Con is the exact same time. Ryan Reed and Gary Furlong and Ben Wolf will be there, and Becca Sands will be at the Des Moines Con if any of you guys are in that area. Then we have Gen Con, August 1st through August 4th. I will be there, Emily will be there, and Aaron J. Morton will be there. I don't know if Matt is going to be there or not. I think he is, but we won't have a booth at that one. That one's at Indianapolis. Then it's DragonCon, August 29th through September 2nd. Then it's New York Comic Con, October 17th through October 20th. We are officially going to that. We will officially be having a booth. So if you haven't been to New York Comic Con already, please be ready to go. First of all, it's massive. It might be like 400,000 people.
Jesus.
I've been to
Wait,
the last
this isn't
two.
the group. This isn't it. This can't be it.
That's
I've been to the
Gotham.
last two just to go and buy comics and just to check the place out. It is insane how huge this con is. If none of you have been to Javits Center, like the first time I went to the Javits Center, it was AES or is it AES or SAE? Which one is it? I always forget which one it is. I get those two mixed up. AES.
AES. I don't know.
AES is the audio engineering one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they have the video one as well, though. I forget what it's called.
Yeah. So I was there, and it only took up like one section of Javits,
what
and
I
it was
like.
huge. It was huge. I was like, oh, wow.
accidentally found
Gigantic.
this is a person cosplaying as Carl at New York Comic Con.
Yeah, with
and nobody
Samantha,
knew.
with Dungeon Crawler
Yeah,
Carl.
he got Samantha hanging from his bag. He's got donut. He got the tattoo. He's set. He got the jacket.
This guy killed it.
cape. Yeah, and what's interesting, he says in the comments that nobody approached him, but like maybe this year, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
This year, if we see that, we'll approach him, right? We're gonna be there.
Yeah. This is last year. I actually bought an original from one of my heroes, Bill Plimpton. He's an animator. This is from his animation, The Kiss. Or no, How to Kiss. Yeah. Really great. And
Okay, now this is just random
yeah,
shit.
it's just random shit. So yeah, New York Comic Con, guys. If you weren't planning to go already, now you have a really great reason to come see us. It looks like I will be there, Emily will be there, Ahmed will be there, Jacob maybe. Justin is talking about coming. Dory's talking about coming. It's gonna be a packed house at NYCC.
Big. And we would love to see you. We would love
to see you.
love
Yeah,
to see you
please
there.
drop by. We will have a booth, so please drop by, and we'll have a good time.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. We have Author Nation as well. That's in November. That's in Vegas. One second. Let me check one more time. That is November 11th through November 15th. This is mainly an author con, but now they're making it more of a fan-facing con near the end of the week.
Wait, which one is that?
Author Nation. If you guys are in the Las Vegas area or on the West Coast somewhere.
When is 20 books? That one.
That's
not...
the 20 books has transformed into the new form of
Author Nation. Yeah.
Oh.
Right. So, the downside is, Nero Venom says, the downside is you have to go to New York.
Yeah.
I mean, LaGuardia Airport's a thing.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. But yeah, guys, it'll be a fun time. If nothing else, go for the comics. Holy shit, there's tons of comics there. I never am able to visit everything I want to visit when I go to New York Comic Con. But you know, it's worth it. It definitely is, just for the spectacle, man. Yeah, that's it. That's all of our cons for this year. And we just got done with JordanCon. That was such a blast. I don't know, guys. Start looking at your calendars, looking at places that you might want to go to visit us, and pay close attention. Again, go to our website, get our newsletter, soundbooththeater.com. And I think that's about it for news. More like just for us rambling about cons and having a good time. So, what do we got, guys? We have
Chapter 17 of World Boss for you to troll poll. And we got Justin
right.
Thomas James to help out.
Excellent. I'm so glad Justin is here to help us
Glad
out.
to be here.
Justin, well, Bill, actually, why don't you go ahead and tell us about this scene? Tell us about
Yep.
the characters in this scene.
So this scene has 3 characters. At the beginning, it's Wilson and Doug. Doug is the main character and the perspective character. Wilson is a being called a narrator that basically exists to screw with him relentlessly, maliciously. And Denise is the intern that gets assigned to Doug. He's trying to figure out how the system that he's been stuck in and getting relentlessly punished by actually works. And Wilson is just encouraging this because the audience finds it funny.
All right.
Sorry, who was the third character? The
intern
Nadia?
is named Denise.
Oh, Denise.
Denise. Okay.
Yep. They are basically that person with no training chucked into the deep end.
Okay. Great. Well, Jeff, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking I want to play Wilson and Denise.
Okay.
Can I make a request for Wilson?
Yeah.
Can you do Quantum Hughes as Wilson
Sure.
from Feedback Loop?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll do Zira as Denise. And what do you want for the main character?
You know, it's weird. I haven't actually gotten a solid voice for the character in my head, like what they sound like. For the most part, they're a person that tries to be fairly careful and, specific in what they're doing, but what their voice actually sounds like, I have no idea.
Okay. Doug. All right.
He's
well,
very
I'll see
blunt,
what,
direct, and then a bit of a crasshole, so...
Oh, Doug's a bit of a crasshole. He's not kind of like, oh, why is this happening to me? He's like, oh, come on, like, gruffer. Okay.
Okay. All right. That sounds like fun. Okay, so real quick, this is the name of the book one more time, and it's on Royal Road?
Yep. The story itself is called World Boss Break the Narrative, and it's on Royal Road.
All right, World Boss Break the Narrative. Search for that on Royal Road, guys. And Justin, whenever you're ready.
All right. Chapter 17. I don't know what I expected.
I'm not sure you fully understand the nature of our relationship, kid.
Wilson said. Oh, so I'm a bit younger, right? How old am I?
Doug's middle-aged.
Middle age? Oh, okay. Wilson said. His reflection stepped into my view of the mirror.
I'm here to oversee the little details of your and Angel's story. Not to be at your beck and call.
He pulled what looked to be a cardboard carton of food from the edge of my view. The narrator looked more run down than before. His tie was gone, his shirt was untucked, and his shoes were caked in what looked like mud. I turned to face him. "You look like shit." It wasn't that I wanted to antagonize him. I was just done smiling while he jerked me around.
I feel like shit.
Wilson admitted.
I haven't had to run this hard since the first season. Between the apocalypse and Nadia?
He chuckled.
Back then I was young. I thought I was invincible.
He pulled a pair of chopsticks out of his vest pocket, despite the pocket being far too small to hold them. With the utensils, he pulled what looked to be a chunk of raw meat from the carton and popped it into his mouth.
What do you want, kid?
What the hell is up with the retcon? I cut to the chase. Wilson stared at me for a long moment. Finally, he grinned ruefully.
You took mental resistance. That fucking trait. The background department tried to warn us.
He took another bite of meat.
Short answer. Someone fucked up, and the higher-ups had to step in and fix it. They didn't want you dying because some other narrator can't control their players. It's bad stagecraft.
Wait, are you saying I died and then you clowns rewrote reality? I demanded, stunned.
Yep.
Wilson said, his grin fading slightly.
It's a sloppy. We are all just lucky the audience didn't notice.
So, I got myself killed? I asked. Oddly, confirming the near-death experience actually happened... confirming the near-death experience actually happened didn't make me feel better.
Not quite.
Wilson said.
I agreed with Fiona and Brandon to put you into a dungeon with 3 level 15 heroic scale mini-bosses and a level 25 heroic scale final boss. Imagine my surprise after returning from the afterlife to find your name on the dead player list. You were put in a position where death was all but inevitable.
He shook his head and took another bite, then looked at me impassively for a long time. Are you looking for a thank you? I finally asked, getting frustrated. I knew he was going to fuck with me. The fact it was working was what really stuck in my craw.
Nah, I didn't lift a finger to help you. Like I said before, I am prepared to let you and Angel die to any random roll of the dice. Trouble is, that wasn't random. Fiona claimed she didn't mean to kill you. I have my doubts. She's got a history of being sloppy. Brandon panicked when he saw the boss changed from 1 monster to 3 and ran it up the chain. The bigwigs put their thumb on the scale. Anyway, that won't happen again.
How can you promise that? I asked. I doubted anything he could say would feel compelling. Wilson held out the carton.
Try some narrator tartar.
I was ghoulishly curious about what narrator tasted like. I'm not a cannibal. Actually, would it be cannibal to eat a narrator? Is the problem that they're sapient? Either way, the meat in the carton had a sickly sweet scent wafting off of it. I shook my head. Nah, I'm not interested in checking it for razor blades. Wilson's grin sharpened.
They're only in the eyes and hands of narrators. This, unlike Fiona now, is all heart. Let's quit the foreplay. Why did you call me?
I need to learn how this narrative system works, I said, preparing for an uphill fight.
Read the prompts in the menu.
Wilson responded unhelpfully. Teach me, I insisted.
Why would I do that?
Wilson asked, sounding genuinely curious. Because if you don't, I will make this whole story grind to a halt. I will sit down and ask Angelica, Celeste, and Brand to explain every basic concept of the system in excruciating detail, I challenged. This was a risk. If I was right, this was a bottle episode. Wilson wanted us in the dungeon to briefly do dungeon stuff. From an entertainment standpoint, that would be awful. Imagine a story about Clark Kent and Lex Luthor stuck in an elevator in a burning building. Now imagine that story going on for 36 issues published monthly. Most of us would probably check out on issue 6 when they were still dealing with awkward small talk. The mad bastards still reading on issue 35 would riot if they were still waiting for someone to get them out, blissfully unaware of the flames. Wilson thought for a moment. Then, clearly stalling for time, he took another bite. After deliberately chewing and swallowing, he answered.
Fine. I'll make arrangements, but only because your GRP is above 2,300.
So, you are going to teach me?
Fuck no. I'm going to make an intern do it.
Wilson said. He pulled a napkin out of his pocket, carefully wiped his hands, then pulled out a phone and began texting in a grindingly slow hunt and peck method. He waited for a response, humming to himself. After roughly a minute, his phone buzzed. He read the message and nodded to himself, rubbed his chin, and began slowly typing out another message. You're stalling just to waste my time now, I pointed out.
Where is he? You need to understand who the top is in this relationship.
Wilson explained. His phone buzzed again. He read the message and chuckled to himself.
You wanted to see me, Mr. Wilson, sir?
Someone behind me asked, why do they always appear behind me?
Yes, Denise. This is Doug. Doug, this is Denise.
Wilson said, beaming and gesturing behind me. What fresh hell is this? I asked, turning. I felt my fist clenching instinctively. I wasn't prepared for what I found. It was a young woman. Well, it looked like a young woman. She was a narrator. Denise was a willowy young adult, or at least appeared to be. She had long brown hair and large gray eyes. She was dressed in a smart dress suit, but still looked extremely young. You know those young people that know they look too young and are desperate to appear more mature? The trouble is that it makes them look like that teenager whose mother still dresses them when they wear formal or professional attire. She was also watching me with the wide-eyed horror of someone that was about to get their head kicked in. Fair, because I was prepared to kick a narrator's head in. At least I thought I was. It shouldn't matter that Denise looked like a kid, but it did. I mean, push comes to shove, I would still do it if she tried to hurt someone, but I guess I was giving her the opportunity. I glared back at Wilson. You think you're funny?
I know I am. Now, Denise, Doug is going to be calling you regularly. You will pop in and do what he says. Remember to stop time first. We wouldn't want you to get eaten alive by snow lions.
He paused.
That would be just awful. Who would get my coffee? What am I supposed to do?
Denise asked. Wilson shook his head.
What do you think a big rough goon like Doug would want from someone like you?
Denise shrunk away from me.
That's right.
Wilson said, slapping me on the shoulder.
Doug here wants you to give him your intimate understanding of the inner workings of the system.
I almost went to Denise's defense. I didn't for two reasons. First, any attempt to shield Denise would likely goad Wilson to further escalation. The second was probably petty. She was a narrator. I hate narrators. I was getting a slight sense of satisfaction seeing one suffer. Wait, is that the trap Wilson set? Was he banking on me being paternal or white knight predictable, or was the trap giving me an unhealthy outlet for sadistic impulses? Duh. The answer to that is yes to all. Wilson is a relentless asshole. My life used to be so simple. Okay, that's not true. I was a single parent drowning in grief and uncertainty who was also teetering on the edge of addiction. The better way to say that was I used to know when I was fucking up. Wilson patted me on the arm again.
Remember, Doug, don't kill her. Unless you do it big. Don't just smash her head or something. Keep in mind, though, we only have like 6 or 7 more interns before you don't get any more.
And then he was gone. He had left the carton with the chunked narrator heart in it sitting on the sink. I tossed it in my inventory. Not sure why. I turned to Denise. She was staring at me, trembling. To stall for time, I tilted my head from side to side, cracking the joints. Finally, I began with... I think...
Please don't smash my head with those big hands!
Denise begged. Are the hands specifically the problem? I managed.
No!
Denise squeaked.
I just really don't want to die. Please don't kill me.
That's not how this is going to play out. I started trying to be comforting.
Oh, God. You're the type that likes to torture people before killing them.
She almost sobbed the last part. I gave her a minute, hoping she would calm down, hyperventilate, or get tired in some way. No such luck, apparently. Apparently, Denise had a lot to live for. Finally, I asked, "Why haven't you just run away?" Denise caught herself and gazed at me warily.
I can't leave until you give me permission to.
She instinctively took a step back and hit the wall. "Good to know," I said with a nod. Forewarned is forearmed. I leaned back against the far wall and pulled the mug of Titan brew out of my inventory. I took a drink.
You now have the energized condition. All exhaustion-related conditions are removed.
Okay. That feeling was incredible. I could suddenly breathe without effort. My vision sharpened. The white noise in my mind faded. The phantom pain briefly surged before numbing. This allowed my muscles to relax. Weirdly, my ears rang for a moment also. The sudden absence of pain and discomfort was like a weight lifting off my shoulders. I looked at the mug, and it seemed to be as full as it was before. I decided to analyze the mug.
Analyze check. Successful. Mug of infinite joy. This is a lesser artifact made by the Titan Spawn Co. Any beverage poured into this mug will be infinitely dispensed until a new liquid is poured into it.
Why is that good to know?
Denise shouted.
Why is that good to know?
Oops. I had been ignoring her. "Calm down," I said, demonstrating yet again that I am a dumbass. That literally never works on anyone, ever.
Get excited!
She shouted back, showing no calm, downward direction or otherwise. "Is that really what you want?"
No!
She squeaked, remembering consequences exist. "Just stop for a minute," I said, momentarily stalling out her panic attack. "I am not interested in hurting or killing you, okay?"
Oh, thank God.
Denise started. "Provided you answer my questions, don't lie to me, don't manipulate me, nor endanger my friends," I finished.
So, I get you are a new and a player, but you understand I am just an intern, right? I don't have any narrative control. Hell, I only have probationary time stop abilities. Technically, I'm just piggybacking on Wilson's authority.
She offered meekly. "Good to know," I repeated. I took another swig of the Titanic brew. "Do you accept my terms or not?" She sort of froze for a moment.
Yes?
"Are you asking me or telling me?" This felt important for some reason.
Telling?
She managed. "Please state the terms and agree to them," I pressed.
Shit! Fine. I, Denise, agree to appear when summoned, answer your questions, not lie to you, not manipulate you, and I will not knowingly act in a way to endanger your friends. In return, you, Doug, agree to not actively try to torture, kill, rape, or physically harm me in any way. I agree to these terms. Do you agree to these terms?
"Why did you add rape to the list?" I asked vaguely. No, definitely offended at the implication.
Because I don't want to get raped. Is that really the point you wanted to debate?
Denise shot back. It was not. Yeah, I agree. We just stood there for a couple of seconds. Is there going to be a prompt?
No.
Denise said, looking at me like she thought I was crazy. It just really feels like a prompt should pop up or something, I said.
It's just a verbal agreement. Not every interaction is going to work in the system.
Denise explained. I nodded. I am going to use Analyze on you now.
Analyze check. Successful. Name? Denise Smith. Race? Human. Class? Intern. Level? 0. HP? 2. Power? 1. Mobility? 1. Body? 1. Mind? 1. Face? 1. Magic? 1. Note? This being exists outside the narrative and has no scale. No further information available.
That was less than helpful. How do you not have scale? Denise shook her head. She seemed to be coming to terms with the idea that her head was not going to be smashed in by my big hands or otherwise.
Most narrators don't have scale. We are more scope-focused anyway.
What does that mean? I asked. Denise tried to answer, but the word censored appeared over her mouth. After it vanished, she shrugged.
I guess I can't talk about that.
That was troubling. Oh well, best work on getting the information I needed to not die.
That was great.
Good shit. Oh,
Nicely
man.
done. That was fun.
Dude, that okay.
That's clever.
Why did you add rape to the list? Justin, your delivery of that fucking killed, man.
You know who I was picturing by the end? It wasn't at the beginning, but my headcanon was that, and he's probably older than you envisioned. Oh God, what's his name? He's from Breaking Bad. He's like the old guy who's just like really like. He's in Community as well. In the later seasons, he replaces Pierce.
I'm completely blanking.
Hank. Yeah,
No.
Hank.
Oh, okay. The FBI agent, his brother-in-law.
Oh no, not Hank. No.
Mike.
Mike.
Oh, Mike. Mike Armentrout.
Mike Armitage.
Yeah, the kind of
Yeah.
old bald guy who's just like
Yeah.
rape to the list. Like
That was
just
very
like
good.
just over it.
Oh my God, dude, you killed me with that one. All right,
That
Bill.
was a great line.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that
No, thank you
segment.
for reading.
Narrators don't get skill.
Dude, that was super.
That was a lot of fun. What's this story called? One last time.
So the story's called World Boss Break the Narrative.
World
World
Boss
Boss.
Break the Narrative.
All right.
Pull it up on Royal Road.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I actually have cover art now.
Oh, you do? Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, someone else who has been requesting from us lately, he just released his book this month. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Kaito, is it?
Kaito in Other
Kaito.
Worlds. Other World. I'm pulling stuff up right now. I got it. Okay,
Kaito,
so
seriously.
Yeah. Let me. I have them up here. Just give me 1 second. So we'll start with World Boss on Royal Road. And we have an image. And this is what's happening here.
Oh my God, is that a furry? Is that a furry?
My wonderful
dog.
sister drew that. No, it's a snow lion.
Okay.
It's a snow. Okay. Doug's to-do list.
That's great. I like this cover.
Yeah, you don't see covers like this too often, where it's kind
right.
of like it's almost a mystery, right?
I like how your
Mystery
name's
cover.
Bill UnderBridge in this.
Oh, that's just a
Bill.
reference to the fact that I'm kind of a troll.
That's.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that actually. You are the troll.
Yeah, this is fantastic, and yeah, thanks so much for another request on this, man. This is fun to do, and it's especially cool because it's meta for us, you know. So,
Yeah.
If you guys
Talking about
enjoyed
narrators
this,
like
please
that.
go check it out. Please subscribe if you want to see
Yes.
how much further he goes with this meta narrative.
Yes, follow, favorite, read, leave reviews, and yeah, share it with your friends. Let them know about it.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning that. It really does help to get feedback. It's very much appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
And here's Kaito.
Yeah, Kaito. All right, so this one is now on Amazon, guys. So go support him on Amazon. Lazy Baker, who I believe is in the audience.
Is Lazy watching? Hello, Lazy Baker.
It seems he's doing pretty
He
well.
posted
on that.
earlier.
Yeah. Let's see. Looks like still 5,000 in the Kindle store.
Yeah,
so
solid ranking.
and from what I've seen, it just keeps getting more and more popular. So go support him. This is on Kindle Unlimited at the moment.
Yeah.
And yeah, there we go.
Number 1 new release in humorous literary fiction.
There we go.
Oh, nice.
Lazy Baker, I suggest you put this under like
Contemporary.
there's a LitRPG.
Oh, LitRPG, yeah. Yeah,
You
get
should
it
put
into
this under
the...
LitRPG, I think. If this classifies in your opinion. But yeah, this is I love this cover. I really do.
Is that dude made of hair?
Hair, it's probably like dark ether. But my favorite thing is that he has an 8-pack. This guy works out.
His hair is diesel.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get those bottom two. Actually, I think he's got a 10-pack. It's hard to get those bottom two. You know, so like he's doing some.
So
some
kudos
weird
to
leg
this
lifts,
drawing for getting those
TRX
last
and
two.
stuff.
It's CrossFit.
CrossFit. That guy showing up at CrossFit.
Yeah. He's just like,
I am the Shadow Lord.
I forgot to
But
brush.
how could
need
he
to
talk
work my
about
abs.
CrossFit? He has no mouth.
All right. Well, guys, what should we do next? Should we close it up with some Chat GPT?
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT wants to know how it can help us today.
This is the 3.5. Is this a later version? Is this
I don't know. Can I? Am I allowed to go
3.5.
to
Oh, you
4?
can do 4.
Can it write The Crow as a comedy?
Oh, okay. Yeah, here we go. Right. Look, wait. No, it has to know the movie The Crow.
No, okay. 5,000 word script. Of The Crow as a comedy.
There we go.
The Crow, a comedy of quirks.
Oh my
I
God.
apologize for nothing.
I think it's just scary. I think it's scary that this exists. That it can do this. So
Okay.
Take it in.
all right.
Take it in. Take it
right.
in.
All right, guys. So we're gonna do The Crow.
This is not going.
What's
anywhere.
the sorry? Just as a refresher for me, what is the
Crow?
The story? Like, what's no? I know The Crow. I know the movie. It happens on like Devil's Night or whatever,
Yeah.
which happens to be my birthday, and I have seen it. But refresh my memory on the synopsis, the plot.
So basically, a dude and his girlfriend are murdered and raped, and he comes back to exact revenge on the people who did it. So
Right.
there is nothing comedic about
like
this
the Wraith.
concept. Yeah, just like the Wraith. But yeah, Brandon Lee was actually killed during the making of this film by a faulty prop, and yeah, it's basically like when he comes back, he's got the power of the Crow. They can't kill him. He's basically a zombie. Rachelina Santelis has best soundtrack ever.
Wait,
that
crows
might
can't
be
die?
Correct. Not this guy. I mean, the power of the Crow. Like the
What?
Crow is like a ancient power. It's like it's powers. It's powers. Ahmed.
Okay,
It's
not
basically
crow.
a manifestation of
But
grief
he
and
doesn't have
revenge.
crow powers.
The whole
He's
thing.
just-
Crow power. Yeah, it's not crow powers. It's the crow has powers and gives it
they're
to
pretty
him.
smart birds.
Yeah.
They are smart. Yeah, that'd be a cool power to like be able to like pick up a key.
I want to watch this movie again. I love this movie.
I don't remember the
good movie.
soundtrack, and I feel like I know the
Soundtrack's
soundtrack
excellent.
by heart.
Soundtrack is
Like,
excellent. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so he can't be killed. He does, kung fu. And he wins at the end. Spoilers.
does he actually do kung fu? I don't remember.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like there was
Yeah,
no
yeah,
kung
yeah,
fu.
yeah.
He beats up a lot of bad guys.
Yeah, I know, but not with just like the sheer crow powers.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Like, did he
What a
actually do?
shame.
He didn't actually kick anybody in the face, did he?
Do you want to play the crow, Justin, and I'll narrate?
Sure. Yeah, if you want to do it that way. Yeah. Okay.
So like emo,
Emo. Yeah.
emo, not
Really dark.
no grit though. He's not gritty. He's like not. He's
No
kind
grit.
Of, kind of a soft low.
Kind of soft, low. Like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Shit, Winston was
Kind of
in it.
like a
Yeah,
Keanu
yeah.
Reeves. Like kind of soft.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Not too gritty. Okay.
Yeah. Be hot.
Okay.
Actually, that's the
Julian-
More
best-
like this.
Julian
Yeah,
Child.
be
More like
hot.
this Beetlejuice.
No, not Beetlejuice. No. Be hot.
All right.
Just be as hot as you can.
Roadhouse.
Yeah. Okay. I'll be
funny.
smoldering.
Yeah.
Smoky.
Yeah. Smoldering.
Yeah.
Just super hot.
Got it.
That's
Okay.
your main
I'm
thing.
I'm steaming.
Yeah.
You're gonna die. You killed my girlfriend and me, and now you're going to live to regret it until I kill you.
Exactly.
Oh, Stone Temple Pilots Big Empty.
Yep.
Okay, I remember this now.
Burned by the Cure.
Rage Against the
Cure wrote
Machine.
Burn for this movie, and it might be their best song. Like it's. Oh my god, I love that song.
Nine Inch Nails,
Inspiration.
Violent Femmes, Helmet.
Yeah. We're gonna be seeing a lot
Yeah,
of
I'm
9
gonna
Inch
go back
Nails
and listen to
after
this.
I'm
Yeah,
done with
Rachelina
it.
was right. That is a great soundtrack.
Yep.
All right.
It's super good. Okay,
The Crow.
you ready for this?
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Outlander, you should feel ashamed that you haven't seen this movie. How dare you? Okay. Interior. An abandoned warehouse. Night. A dark and eerie warehouse, barely illuminated by moonlight seeping through the broken windows. In the center of the warehouse lies Eric Drummond, a brooding figure dressed in black with face paint resembling a crow.
I shall exact my revenge upon those who wronged me.
A crow flies in, cawing loudly, interrupting Eric's moment.
Ha! Shoo! Not now. I'm monologuing.
The crow stubbornly refuses to leave and lands on Eric's shoulder.
Oh. Okay, fine. You can stay. But no pooping on me. Deal?
The crow caws in agreement. Exterior, city streets, night. Eric, with the crow perched on his shoulder, prowls the streets, seeking vengeance. Suddenly, he spots his first target, a gang of thugs menacing an innocent bystander. Oops, oh shit, oh fuck, hold on. My desk. There you go. Go ahead.
Time to crash this party.
Eric leaps into action, attempting to intimidate the thugs with his dark demeanor. However, he trips over his own cape and falls flat on his face.
Ouch. That wasn't very crow-like.
The crow squawks in laughter. Interior, Eric's apartment, night. Eric returns to his dimly lit apartment. Is this just a slapstick with no?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Okay,
It's
Eric
the worst
returns to his
version of
dimly
it.
lit apartment, nursing his bruised ego.
Maybe revenge isn't my thing after all.
The crow hops onto the coffee table, knocking over a stack of DVDs.
Hey, watch it. Those are collector's editions.
The crow innocently pretends to be preening its feathers. Exterior, graveyard, night. Eric stands before the grave. I love how there's no other characters.
It's like it doesn't really know the movie. It's just guessing. It's like doing its best impression based on it, like collected data when it couldn't find the right. It was just like, okay, it's about
It's
a
just
crow.
the synopsis.
It's a crow.
Eric stands before the grave of his beloved fiancée, Sherry, clutching a single red rose.
Sherry, my love, I failed you. Oh, I tried to be the Dark Avenger. But I'm just not cut out for it.
A sudden gust of wind blows the rose out of Eric's hand, causing it to land on the grave of a neighboring plot.
Well, that's symbolic.
The crow swoops down and snatches the rose, flying off with it.
Hey, come back here with my symbolism.
Okay.
Interior, crow's
Crow's
nest
Nest
bar, night. Eric enters the crowded bar, the crow perched on his shoulder once again. He approaches the bar counter where a bartender is cleaning glasses.
One worm martini, please. Shaken, not stirred.
The bartender gives Eric a puzzled look. We don't serve worms here, sir.
Fine. Just give me a beer.
Eric takes a seat at the bar, the crow happily nibbling on a pretzel. Exterior, rooftop, night.
It's funny though. Like if you like shot it, it would probably be funny.
Eric sits alone on the edge of a rooftop, staring out at the city skyline.
You know, maybe being a brooding avenger of night. Sorry, I'm botching this line. You know, maybe being a brooding avenger of the night isn't my destiny. Maybe I'm just meant to be Eric.
The crow nods in agreement, cawing softly.
Yeah, you're right. Who needs revenge when you've got good company?
What?
The crow nuzzles affectionately against Eric's cheek. Exterior, city streets, day. Eric and the crow stroll down the bustling streets, enjoying the sunshine.
Oh, you know what? From now on, we're not the Avengers of Darkness. We're the bringers of joy.
The crow lets out a triumphant caw as they continue on their merry way. Fade out.
Yeah.
No, it's really hit or miss.
Yeah,
I
it really
think.
is.
I think
Wow. How many words was that script?
it was supposed to be
Probably
5K, but we have a. Can I
5,000
count them?
words.
Can
That's a
I
lot.
just count them?
If you paste in the word, you can.
Yeah,
But I think I figured out
5,000 words would be
ChatGPT.
like half an hour.
It's
Copy.
like when an aunt or uncle is trying to read story time and doing the voices wrong.
And also
like
that aunt or uncle
everything it
doesn't
makes.
have the book in front of them, and they're just trying to kind of remember the beats in their mind, and just
Yeah,
hope
Peter
that the kid falls
Pan.
asleep. Yeah, yeah. So once upon a time, there was a guy named Peter, and he could fly.
He may have had a pan.
He may. That's right, Gertrude. Yes, he might have had a pan, and together he and the pan would. See, just a yes and. There's the big old yes and.
Okay, I have an idea for one
Okay.
more. If you guys are up for it.
Yeah, do it. All right. Wait, do I have to like save this or something? Hang on. With the long list of all the
Yeah,
Okay.
this must be preserved.
The Crow. Wait, a new story of the Crow. Featuring Danny DeVito as the lead role.
God.
This is gonna be great.
5,000.
You want to switch, Jeff?
Yeah,
Want
yeah.
me to narrate this time
Yeah,
and you be Danny? Okay.
Resurgence. I can already hear
You
the
think we're
90s
gonna
rock.
get Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Danny DeVito? or
Oh
which
yes,
one?
yes, we get villains too.
Oh, nice.
All right.
So wait, we got Jack Corvus, we got Girl, we got
Yes, girl is in it.
Girl.
wait,
Vincent Malloy.
superimpose Gotham City? Is this was that a
Okay.
DC
Yes,
thing?
they've combined it with Batman. Yes,
That's the only logical thing to do.
yes.
Oh God.
Oh come on, let me do the thing. It won't let me do the thing.
What's the thing? What is the thing that you want to do?
The zoom. I was trying to zoom. It's not
You can't
letting
zoom?
me.
No zoom?
Well, no. Well, now I can't. I don't know why. Hang on. Delete.
Oh,
Oh,
Sherry.
it's just not
Our
working.
love holds on. Holds on.
Okay, I don't need it to zoom. I can see it.
I'm doing it.
Oh, here we go.
Doing
Oh,
it
there you go.
manually.
Thank you. I needed it to zoom. Oh, maybe I don't actually. Here. There we go. Title: The Crow Resurgence.
Oh, wait,
Fade in. Exterior: gloomy city. Night. Rain pours down on the desolate streets of a city plagued by crime and corruption. The flickering neon lights cast eerie shadows as we see Danny DeVito, a weathered and weary figure, walking alone with purpose. Superimpose Gotham City, 2024. Danny, as our protagonist, is Jack Corvus, a former detective who was betrayed and murdered by a corrupt police force. But he's returned from the grave with the help of a mystical crow, seeking vengeance for his own death and justice for those who betrayed justice for those betrayed by the system. Jack's face is a mask of determination as he moves through the rain-soaked streets, the city's heartbeat of crime echoing around him. Cut 2. Interior, abandoned warehouse. Night. A group of criminals led by the sadistic crime lord Vincent Malloy are counting their ill-gotten gains. Jack watches from the shadow, his eyes burning with fury. "Count it again. Make sure we got every penny." As the criminals busy themselves with their loot, Jack steps into the light, his crow perched ominously on his shoulder.
Vincent Malloy, you're under arrest.
Vincent and his goons laugh, thinking Jack is just another fool they can intimidate. "And who the hell are you supposed to be?"
I'm the ghost of your past, Vincent. The one you thought you buried.
Vincent's laughter dies as he recognizes the grim determination in Jack's eyes. You're dead, Corvus! I saw you die with my own eyes!
Death couldn't hold me, Vincent. Not when there's still work to be done.
With lightning speed, Jack launches into action, taking down Vincent's goons with a combination of martial arts and sheer force of will. The crow swoops down, distracting the criminals as Jack delivers justice with brutal efficiency. Vincent tries to flee, but Jack is faster, catching him in a chokehold.
Where is she, Vincent? Where's the girl you kidnapped?
Vincent sneers, defiant, even in the face of death. "You'll never find her, Corvus. She's as good as dead." Jack's grip tightens, but before he can extract any more information, there's a sudden explosion of gunfire. Cut 2, exterior, abandoned warehouse, continuous. Police sirens wail in the distance as Jack bursts out of the warehouse, Vincent's unconscious form slung over his shoulder. The crow takes flight, leading Jack through the labyrinthine streets as he races against time to save the kidnapped girl. Cut 2, interior, abandoned building, night. Jack kicks down the door to find the kidnapped girl, bound and gagged, surrounded by Vincent's remaining goons.
It's over, boys. Time to face the music.
With a primal scream, Jack launches into With a primal scream, Jack launches into action once again, taking down the goons with a ferocity born of desperation. The crow swoops and dives, a whirlwind of feathers and fury. Finally, the last goon falls, and Jack rushes to untie the girl.
There you go.
Thank you. Who are you?
Just a ghost, sweetheart. Just a ghost.
As Jack helps the girl to her feet, the sound of approaching sirens grows louder.
We gotta go. Can you walk?
The girl nods, still shaken but grateful for her unlikely savior. Cut 2, exterior rooftop night. Jack and the girl stand on the edge of the rooftop, overlooking the city below.
What happens now?
Jack looks out at the city, his expression haunted but determined.
Now, we keep fighting. For justice. For those who can't fight for themselves.
The crow caws. The sound that echoes through the night, like a rallying cry.
Oh my God.
Gorgeous,
Yeah,
gorgeous.
this
I
one
loved
was much
every
better.
second of it.
This one
Beautiful.
was much better.
That was ChatGPT?
That was ChatGPT.
ChatGPT AI? wrote that?
ChatGPT grown up.
What?
We gotta make
Wow,
this
it's
movie
getting
now.
so good, guys.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
scary.
We know.
We gotta do
You
this
have to be
movie.
so bizarre now that you just can't possibly be an AI, right? Like you can't stick to the middle of the road at all. Like you just gotta, because otherwise, you know, they might think you're a robot.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, hey, thank you, ChatGPT, for all that awesome content. I think it's time for us to wrap it up. But Justin, thank you so much for joining us for tonight.
so good to be
That
here.
was an excellent. That was an excellent rendition of Hot Crow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I am so pleased you enjoyed
remember,
it,
guys,
Jeff.
This is the last. This is the last SBTL of this month. For another 2 months, actually. And then we're going to come back with a much more organized, much better version of the Soundbooth Theater Live variety show.
Logo.
But we
Variety
still will have one show a month of the cinema. So don't worry, we will be
Yes.
reviewing at least 6 more movies between now and when SBTL comes back. Don't forget your homework for the next one is Excalibur, Face Off. Watch both of those movies.
Oh, Face Off?
Yeah, and
Oh, nice.
and the extra credit is The Big Lebowski.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, do your homework, everybody. Until next time, we love you all, and we'll be back better than ever.